At Get Haunted and Get Haunted Midwest, we don't just put on events, we give you an experience. Grab the gear, master the methods, use the tools the professionals use to bridge the gap. From the Estes method to traditional seances, you aren't just watching the investigation, you're part of it.
Repeat peanut butter.
Capture the evidence, hear the voices, experience the history firsthand. Every event is structured so you rotate through the most active spots, learning from the best. The spirits are waiting. Secure your tickets now at extremeticketing.com. Ready to join the hunt? Here's where we'll be. Join Get Haunted and Get Haunted Midwest at these historic locations. Tickets for all events are available now at extremeticketing.com. Don't be left in the dark.
Well, it is 8:01 Eastern Time, and that means you are right here with Rob and Sara on Wednesday Live. Good afternoon. No, it's not afternoon. It is good evening. I don't even know what it is.
I'm Rob.
You're Rob.
You must be Sara.
I'm Sara.
Hi, Sara.
And it is 8 o'clock. It is not afternoon. I kind of I miss our afternoon Wednesdays.
The devil's coming tonight. Sorry. I do miss the afternoons sometimes. Mostly because when we're done with this show, and then we usually spend a good, 5-10 minutes afterwards, complaining about everybody on the side.
There's been a couple times we've had the funniest conversations. We're like, are we still live?
Yeah. Oh yeah, we get nervous. And then I'm fucking exhausted, and I'm like, it's not even 10 o'clock, and I want to go to bed.
I know. And I have a hard time because when I do show, I want to eat afterwards, and kind of hard to eat that late.
So say hi to all these weirdos.
I'm gonna say hi to everybody that is here and showing that they're here. But first and foremost, we have Professor T, Stacy Talladge, right here being first.
I've spoken with Stacy many times over the past couple of days. Probably more in the last 2 days than in the last 2 months. I know. Phone calls. We have stuff going on, people.
You're talking to because he's not checking in on me like he used to. He just checked on me today. He's probably like, oh shit, I haven't checked on Sara.
So I was probably complaining about you to him, and
he's trying to see what I'm going to say.
Yeah, he was probably trying to get the goods. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Well, he didn't. So we had a different conversation, which was quite great. There is Ryan, he's right here with us, CNR Paranormal, right Ryan. There in Iowa. Ryan.
What is Ryan? What is Ryan?
What do you mean, what is he?
What kind of name is that?
I don't know. But I think he was just at Ditto House.
What?
I think he was just at the Ditto House. I think he went to Spirit Squatches and Stories around the campus.
Yeah, nobody told me.
I think. Ryan, let me know if that is correct. Chris Cash is the C in the CNR Paranormal. How you doing? We hope you're just fine. You're going to see them. CNR, just so everybody knows, they are a premier and elite sponsor of this year's Rock Island Roadhouse Esoteric Expo. Those guys stepped up. They did a lot of physical work.
Oh, last year, Rob would be dead without them. I probably would have left.
Yeah, they were so kind, and these guys get in there, they push up their sleeves, and they just do what needs to be done to have a great event. So thank you to you two. It is a pleasure to be able to promote you as an elite sponsor of the Rock Island Roadhouse Esoteric Expo. There is our Miss Kim. How are you doing, Kim? And how is Rick Mark?
I talked to Kim today.
Oh, I didn't. Stephen Kometz. Oh, I talked to Stephen Kometz today.
You did?
I did.
All you two-faced traders on the side, talk to me.
Yeah. Well, I checked in.
Yeah, I
And-
always check on Steven. Not really.
Icy Spirits. Icy, are you still doing that fantastic show? Because I think it'd be so great.
She's doing it. We'll make her do it. Plus, I have to send her a piece of artwork that she asked me to look at.
Okay.
And if she doesn't say yes to the show, she's not getting the art back.
You're gonna hold her hostage with the heart work. Candy Slater, that is the organizer of the Rock Island Roadhouse Esoteric Expo. We are on year number 4, and we have a big announcement tonight.
Now, 2 things. Number 1, if you're going to use the parafam word, which I'm not a fan of, hyphenate it, okay? Otherwise, it's just weird.
Is it?
I don't know.
I know. We don't really do that.
Spelling police.
And right after I say our hellos, I will do the big announcement.
We have a big announcement. I didn't even know we were doing the big announcement until I got tagged in it.
Yeah, I knew.
2 minutes before.
I had it all covered. I got you
Mark
covered.
Brown wants to know why he's single, and it's because of me.
Is it? Oh, I didn't know that.
Yep.
There is Beyond Normal.
Beyond Normal radio show.
Mm-hmm. Yes.
How are you guys?
Welcome.
And welcome to the show. First time, I think, unless you've been stalking us like most people. Welcome.
Yeah, I've heard. I do know that name, but I don't know if I know them.
I know. Well, you're all because you had to move. So Sarah, so the Beyond Normal, Sarah's got bandwidth issues in her residence. So if she moves too much,
in my tower,
your towers are weak.
Yeah.
So if she moves too much,
it's like Rapunzel
she freezes,
up here.
and then it's like we got to wait for her to catch up, and that's what just happened, Sarah. So you're back.
Yeah. Oh, did I catch up? Am I okay? Good. Okay, good.
You're good. Right
there's the other side. There's Diane. Okay,
Diane?
Good. There's Diane.
Kaylee.
Ms. Kaylee, Forgotten Frames. If you guys have not seen.
I'm sorry. Just go ahead. We're stepping all over each other. Beyond Normal radio shows is not normally how we operate. Sarah's highly unprofessional tonight.
Okay. Anyways, Forgotten Frames Photography, go check it out because it is beautiful work. She is extremely talented. You're not going to be disappointed, I promise you. There, Christine Marie. I haven't seen Christine in a while.
Yeah, she
there
abandoned us, but she's back. Yeah. You know, everybody that leaves our orbit comes back. You can't help it. That's how gravity works.
This is my favorite thing ever. He officially changed it.
He did.
There is Rick Mark.
And Mark,
you gotta love that. And there's Bill Murray. We love that.
Not that Bill Murray. The Bill Murray. This man. Another guy I was thinking about today. Sounds weird, but another person I was thinking about today. So,
there's my friend Eric Testerman. Giving it a shut up.
You're right about that. He is your friend.
He's my friend.
And a vampire. It's okay.
He is. Yes, Chris was there too. I didn't know that, Chris. Ryan and Chris were at the Ditto House. That is amazing.
I think I was invited. I couldn't go. Blood Moon
Paranormal. Super stoked for the expo, and we are so excited. Oh my gosh, well, good. Beyond Normal Radio will be at the expo. I'll talk about that.
Yeah, come by. See us at the table. My autographs are always free. Sarah charges.
So is his ego. Let's talk about Rock Island. October 3rd, Rock Island Roadhouse Esoteric Expo. This is year number 4. This is year number 3 for Get Haunted, Paranormally Blonde, and BBK that will be showing up and being a part of the community. I just want to kind of put this out here. Eric Testerman's going to be there. He's got an amazing experience that he's bringing, his haunted collection, and he's doing something really cool and unique there. But what I want to say is this expo stands out for so many reasons. First and foremost, it stands out because of the vendors that say yes to our paranormal peers, cryptid peers, alien peers, the spiritualist peers. They all come together. I'm just going to say this, and Candy, I don't think I'm speaking out of turn here. Let me just say, There is no operating budget. And what I would love the paranormal community to understand is this. That means that every single person that said yes to come to this, to be a part of this, we're all there together on a level playing field. Nobody was paid to go. Nobody was paid to, in a hotel. None of that. You guys are all showing up because you believe in what you do and you believe in community. And I will stand behind that 1,000,000% every day, all day.
I stood behind. I probably pissed off every paranormal celebrity out there, but on my little rant the other day, but that's okay. If that was the real Dave, whatever the hell his name is. Sam, Dave, is his name Dave?
Steve. No, Steve. Deshevitz or whatever.
If that was really you, thanks for stopping in. Good show. Yeah, listen, I was very proud of, look, my name gets attached to this because of you, Sarah. But last year, you really, really killed it. You and Candy. I just go there to aggravate people, and I do help in the background where I can. But watching it all come together, that amount of work, and I did. I mentioned this in my rant. That again, probably pissed a lot of people off, but it's true. Mm-hmm. You and I get haunted, have pulled back and away from most paracons. We're constantly asked to sponsor. We're constantly asked to, help. But then for what? Like I know what happens. We've been doing this long enough and I've seen it, right? Not paying for so-and-so who used to have a show 100 years ago to go sit in his air-conditioned room while we're busting our balls trying to get an expo going, or a paracon, or support a paracon, or a location. And eventually you get tired of it, especially when it doesn't come back, right? It doesn't always come full circle. So it becomes very status quo, and people won't like this, and that's okay. I've been friends with a lot of these people we've worked with. Truth is, for as much shit as these people get, Nesper last year, they didn't get paid, right? Oh, they made their own money. And in the meeting, I was like, we were like, there's no operating budget. Sorry. And it isn't cheap. I know how much money they had to spend to even get their asses out there. Which I know the van alone was $5,000, right? And then you've got hotels and all these things. Mm-hmm. But we said it straight up. We're like, look, if you're that good, you'll make your money back. And Tony was like, he's right. And then they came. And it's not a power play or an ego thing. It's about, Lisa keeps those tickets really cheap.
Affordable.
And she does that so that the people attending can actually spend money with the vendors. And the vendors last year were just freaking amazing. Everybody was amazing. Mm-hmm. And that, if you guys want to use that unicorn word, para-unity, that's what it is, right? It was people coming together and working, building this expo. And you guys really killed it last year. And I've never seen promotion like that. And that's following through this year. So,
yeah, well, because of that, though, right? Because of people in the paranormal that want to give other people that are curious, that are enthusiasts, who are looking for inspiration or motivation, they step up, right? Hey, Wade, they step up, they join an expo just like everybody else, right? And they want to be a part of that. And because of that, Candy got an amazing message and call, and she took it. I believe it was a message, maybe not a call. I don't want to misspeak here. And they said, hey, we would love to be a part of this Paracon. We heard it was the expo to be at. And lo and behold, we have a professionally built 1967 Chevrolet Impala baby, which is used for promotional fanfare. They go to many expos, many Paracons for photograph opportunities, right? There's all sorts of cool things. So baby is coming to Rock Island promotional, not the one from the show. However, used in promotions. They never have one.
Ancient.
Yeah, they never have just one, right? Anything that they do in shows, it is there's always several, and I believe there's like 3 that make the circuit.
You know how many Dukes of Hazzard cars there were? The General Lee of that, there was like 50
Yeah.
of those things. Well, I mean, they were driving them over ramps and shit.
There would have to be.
Yeah,
But
so
yeah.
baby's coming, right? I've seen babies. I've seen baby at at the Warren Paracon a couple times. Like, it's a badass vehicle, and it's always gonna bring me back to Dan every time. Every time I see one of these cars, which Dan I'll mention here in a minute. This week was a little tough for that, but yeah, this is really, really cool, and there's an experience around it.
There is a full experience around it. So yes, there is an add-on ticket for this. There is a line. When we were at the Warren Paracon, there is a line for a vehicle. And here's the thing: if you're paranormal, you love the show Supernatural, this is like your moment, because there's the jacket. You get to put on the jacket. You get to have pictures taken in the car. I believe there's props in the trunk. And I believe there is the original script from like the first season, and there's some little role-playing things. So here's your moment. We see people taking pictures with the Ghostbuster car. We see people taking pictures with people dressed up as Ghostbusters, right? Here you go. Here's baby. Here is that sexy Impala that everybody loves because it's wrapped. I'm going to be super. I've never watched Supernatural.
Stop. I tried. I did try. I was forced to. And
no, I think it's great. I wished I could tell you. This is what I do know. It's iconic. It's a moment that you get to have. And this is what I really love about this expo. Yes, you can do this at many expos. This is what I'm going to tell you about this expo. What I have really loved about the people that have said yes to being a part of this, they have created experiences for you. Readings to sitting with haunted items and investigating them and filming yourself while doing it, going live while doing it, haunted museums, workshops, tea leaf workshops, demonology workshops, equipment workshops, like the stuff that you get to come in there and do hands-on, because people want to motivate you. They want to inspire you to be a part of this community. And this was just another, to me, congratulations, Candy. Oh, tell me when I'm back. I know.
Stop
when I'm
moving
back.
the hands. All right.
I'm not moving my hands.
You were.
Am I back?
Not right
I know,
now.
but I wasn't when you just said it.
You were moving your hands, Sarah. We all watched you do it. Okay, you are back. You're back and caught up.
Okay. Well, what I'm just going to say is this.
The
expo speaks for itself, and this call specifically to Haunted Rock Island Roadhouse was proof in the pudding that what this expo represents is true to its word, to its mission, and it is changing the way you Paracon. So, Candy, congratulations on this poll. This is amazing. This is another cool piece to this expo. Baby is coming. Get your picture. Wear the jacket. Look at the props. Do the role playing. Have some fun.
Yeah, listen. And after 9 p.m., there's role play. We can do some role play in my Ford Escape for $10.
And what's the role play? What are they?
Whatever anybody wants. I need money.
Just $10.
Yeah. I can be a baby.
Oh my gosh!
I'm sorry, everyone. If you're new to the show, this is how I operate. I'm sorry. And
right, Jody? It is supernatural heaven this is what I mean. This is what people are really like. This is a moment. This is a memory that you get to take away. Right. This is so amazing.
It's super badass. I've seen, I know I think Rick Mark mentioned it. There's about 15 babies or whatever it is.
No, generally.
And up close and personal, this car is rad. It's just kick ass. My dog is barking.
It's
Can you
okay.
hear him?
Yeah. a little bit, but it's not loud. It's not
Okay,
loud.
good.
So we're going to have some more. Again, you're going to get to meet David Sloan, who is the caretaker of Robert the doll. He is bringing a replica because Robert doesn't travel. He is very, very delicate. But let me tell you something. He is introducing this doll, who is inhabited by a spirit named Abby. And let me tell you something. You'll have an opportunity to meet David and hold Abby and see his haunted items that he's bringing. And I'm just telling you, like, this is a moment for the Midwest, again, for people coming from all parts of the United States and around the world. Honestly, you get to try and see things that you maybe don't have that opportunity to do. We'll bring our proton packs, Rob. There you go.
Yeah, we're going to role play out in the Get Haunted Fort Escape. We're going to ectoplasm each other.
Oh, look at
now,
Candy's going to be $10. But
I do like that you said you have the opportunity. I cut my finger, by the way. You have the opportunity to hold Abby because Rob will never hold that doll.
Why?
Because no.
So
when we had the meeting with him, he didn't he hold that thing up?
He did. And here's the thing. So the story is, right, he was asked to do, he and Robert were asked to be grand marshals of a parade. Of course, Robert cannot go out because of the delicacy of him. And so he had this recreation done of Robert. And because of that, it seems as though something has decided, and I believe Abby is somehow connected to Robert. I don't know. I cannot remember the full story.
She looks like him.
What's that?
You were frozen. She looks like him.
Well, no, but I think the story itself, I think Abby is somehow related.
Something like, which is another reason not to hold it.
So, so he's going to introduce Abby.
Every year we seem to bring a doll that I don't want to be near, and cool.
Well, and then of course Eric's, Iron Gate Home for Haunted Relics. He's got some dolls that he's bringing. He's got Masonic temple items. He has all sorts of cool things. So you're going to have opportunity to get, hey James, to get up close and personal with some of this stuff, and you're going to see James there as well. They're going to be at the expo.
Why do you get the highs? I get nothing from these people.
Well, you just told me how James messaged you. He doesn't message me.
Okay.
So you get your what do you need?
Okay, but public. I prefer public displays of affection.
James. Oh, hello, Miss Lisa.
Hello, Lisa.
Cupcake.
All right.
Divine maker.
We've got another one lined up. We've got another announcement lined up. Let me see if I got the okay.
Oh, there you go. Jody says hi, Rob. Don't
Jody.
Please don't play into it, Jody.
You're my number one fan, and I'm yours. I have not received the green light yet, even though I've got the green light. But you're dropping a high.
What?
Oh no, she wrote high like.
Oh.
Yeah. Most people try to
she's dropping in high, baby.
Yeah. The hell is this?
Oh, you're waiting for the right. I think I know what you're talking about now.
Yeah. So I'm waiting for the green light. Another really cool addition. F you, James. Another cool addition that we'll be able to talk about.
Yeah.
It's different and it's awesome.
Yeah.
Hopefully soon. Candy's saying do it.
Do it.
Yeah, you know what? Because if he doesn't show up, we'll just all send him hate mail.
No, but I think he's going to show up. I think we're just not 1,000% sure. We wanted it to be very specific.
So do you want me to not do it or do it?
No, I say do it.
All right, hold on. I'm trying to find a decent photo of the kid.
Okay. Well,
all right, here. Let's do this one. Let me just quick.
What's going on here?
Just quick do this real quick. All right, so.
Oh my gosh. Everybody, please stop playing into Rob and his need for public affection.
Are people saying hi to me? I'm not looking.
Yes, they are.
Hi, everyone.
Yes. Everybody's giving you.
So here's the backstory. Last year, we had an event at Missouri State Penitentiary, one of my favorite places on the planet. And we had some people show up. 3 kids. I call them kids. They're adults.
They're kids
now.
to us.
Yeah, most people are kids to me. And so they showed up, and I don't know shit about shit, right? I'm just old Rob sitting here, and they walk in, and I'm already busting their chops, and I'm like, so one of our guys is like, they're YouTubers, bro, and I'm like, oh great. So like they sit down in front of everyone. I'm like, hey, are you guys gonna be assholes tonight? Are you gonna behave?
Yeah.
And they're like, no, sir. They were just so nice.
Yeah.
And then Trevor started losing his mind, and this is an old thing, but it was Hero DW, and he turned out to be one of the coolest kids, YouTubers, influencers, whatever you want. He's really known for his parkour and his gymnastics, and he's really kind of dipping his toe into the paranormal. So he ended up at our event. And if you go to Hero's channel, you'll find where he, that we let him film that night. He had an experience, and I was with him, that to this day is one of my favorite things, because he wasn't really a believer until that moment. I gave him the recorder, and I was like, you're gonna ask whatever you want, and he's like, well, if they say this, I'm gonna believe. I had no idea. So it's just me, him, and his cameraman down in the dungeon, and it was a really touching moment. And he's such a nice kid. Here's my problem. I love him. I love talking to him. I don't want the paranormal to poison him. So I'm like his guardian right now in the paranormal. So nobody F with this kid. But he really enjoys it. He's got, and I know it's not about views. Oh yeah, Kelly was there. It's not about numbers and views. It's about, even though he has 15 million subs, like 15 million, he's got like 1.5 on. It's about letting him not get poisoned by the crazy out there. So I'm hoping, Hero stays on the path. He's such a good, and you got to talk to him the other day, right? Like, were you impressed with his demeanor?
He's very humble, and I will just say this, because we were like, he's got more followers than all of the paranormal put together. Like, let's just be super real, right?
And he's nice. Can you imagine? Like,
yeah.
And he's a really, really solid human being.
Yeah.
And he's got a great story, and he actually reached out. Yeah, I mean, look, it's different. He reached out about something else, and I'm like, no, I was like, we're not going to be there, but in October, we're going to be in Illinois. You want to come? And he was like, yeah, hell yeah, I'm in. So we're just waiting on a biopic in like his management to give us something. But I talked to him today. He's like, I'm going. I'm like, all right, we'll fucking talk about it.
But it is one thing that I truly loved about him. He absolutely could have demands because of his status. He could, like, let's be real. I mean, he puts the work in there, and he's got the followers, and he keeps them fed. But as we were trying to be like, okay, well, we want this to be good for you, he's like, no, like, I want to come. Like,
he just wants to come and hang out and talk to people, and but we're finding some cool things from him. I just want to see him do a backflip. He's most famous for the hero flip. He was in, I think, Karate Kid, the new movie. He's been everywhere, but super cool human being. I'm excited that he's coming, mostly because we get to hang out with him, and just sit and look. I'm 55. I don't really jive with a lot of younger people, but we vibe. Like, I can sit and talk to him for hours, and there's no like weirdness. Most younger people, I need a translator. He did hit me on WhatsApp, and I'm like, dude, like, I haven't had WhatsApp on in like multiple years. What happened? What just happened?
I don't think there's a light. I just feel like there's a light that keeps going off and on. It's kind of creeping me out.
Okay. So my other favorite influencer is Kaylee's brother, Ryan. Let's just, it's just different. Okay. All right, so that's that. So we've got Baby, we've got Hero coming. I mean, if he doesn't come, then we'll just eat crow. What else?
I don't think that's eating crow. And I hope if you guys are still on the side, those that are going to be at the expo, this is an opportunity to share your passion with somebody that is looking to do something a little bit more in the paranormal. Not that he's going to go full paranormal, but he's interested in checking it out. And here's your moment to share your voice with him. And he is a really good kid.
He's a good guy.
Yeah, he's a really good kid.
Yeah, so that's that. And then Leo might come. Maybe Leo will come.
No, Leo's not coming.
Oh, okay.
No, we're not babysitting a dog during an expo. No.
I hope everybody got to see. This is what I deal with.
I'm not babysitting a dog at an expo.
All right.
Yes, but just so everybody knows, if you are interested in going to the expo, head over to extremeticketing.com. Tickets are on sale for $8 a ticket now. There are a group price, 4 to 6 people for $7 a piece. That price, though, goes up the day of the expo. So if you do not get them prior, you will be paying $10 a ticket. So this is your chance. Get in on that and get those tickets.
20% off. Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Are you annoyed with me? Let's just air it out right now.
Am I annoyed with you?
Yeah.
No, I'm not annoyed.
Are you sure?
I'm sure.
That's normally done via text message.
What? Oh, are you annoyed with me?
Yes. Just so everybody gets, there's a peek behind the curtains. Rob to Sarah.
Yeah.
This shirt? Oh, you get it right from here, man. I make these on the fly. Tell me, I can even do different colors, but tell me your ghost story. Beyond Normal there was a little segment I was doing where people would submit their ghost stories and I would read them, and then I would sort of not animate them, but I would build graphics to kind of go along with it, and it was a big hit for like one day, and then it died. But I still love this shirt. It's actually, the shirt inspired the show, or the storytelling thing that I did. But I make them their honor. I think they're on our website. I don't even know, Sarah.
That one I don't know.
Extreme Ticketing. Yeah, it's on there under the WTF line. We're the fun. Yeah, or you can just DM me and I'll hook you up. How about that?
There you go.
GHPB store.
Should be there.
Yeah, under the apparel section. Because this is apparel. Let's see. Yeah, we've got plenty of Jersey Devils left, people. Show me your orbs. Tell me your ghost story. Here, I'll just share this. You can see all. This is just some of the cool shit that we have.
Jersey Devil. Yeah, what the hell happened there?
Share screen. Share screen. I'm sharing the screen. The screen is right here. Click on it. Share. Did Stacy just ask if I can make one with a McLaren? I can.
You did.
Okay, so yeah, here's tell me your ghost story. This is what it looks like in black. We've got your favorite trigger object. It's not the size of the rods, it's who's holding them. Show me your orbs. Get Hung made me do it. Paranormally Blonde made me do it. We got the Jersey Devil, cryptid shirts. We got it all.
Yeah, we do.
And we make merch. So if you need Beyond Normal radio show shirts, hats, glasses, mugs. I didn't make this tumbler. Anything.
No, that was Candy. That was a Candy.
You need your balls covered. I think I owe Candy some of these candies.
You do four of them. She paid. So
I
pull
know
for
paid. Sorry, Candy. I owe everybody everything. I suck. So Beyond Normal, go order some shit and you'll never get it.
Stop.
All right.
But while we're talking, I'm going to throw these up here if you guys can see. These are the kindness coin kits. These are kindness kits. This is round 3. They're ready to roll. This is it. They are complete. They are ready to roll. Rob has a few. I have a box full. So if you want a kindness kit, what is it? Well, it is a moment. Today was a really good day for BBK. If you hear me talking BBK.
It started a few days ago. We'll jump on that. But go ahead. Today was an amazing day for BBK.
It was a really good day. We do have new cards. We have new drop cards. You get a coin. And there are stickers. So there'll be 10 cards, 10 coins, 10 stickers. You also get a collectible sticker, a UV sticker. You also get a cool little pin to wear. And what else? And then, then that's it. So 10 stickers. So here's the thing. This is just an opportunity to acknowledge. It's not a reward. It's acknowledgement of kindness. Or if you see somebody that needs kindness, it's an acknowledgement to say, I see you. I'm just going to say today was such an amazing day for the kindness kits.
Let's see if she's lying. This is a lie detector.
People that have been doing these have had incredible stories that go along with it. So the word that I liked, and it was Rob's story. I'm not going to tell Rob's story. He can tell that story if he wants. But the person used the word, you were armed with kindness. And I really love that, because there are moments in this world where it just seems like everybody wants to complain and bitch and moan. And this is a moment to say, you know what? I see you. And there's still good in the world, and I want it to be acknowledged. And when you pass these out, I always give a coin, a sticker, and a card. That's just how I do it. But you can mix and match this stuff. You can have 10 coins. You can leave a card. You can leave stickers. I tend to leave stickers in grocery stores. I like to put them on top of. I don't know if that's a good idea, but I do it. So whoever's getting your can of corn, you might get a really cool sticker. But I like this because it has stopped people. And it has started conversations that would have never happened. And then people are reminded just how good the world is.
Yeah, it does. So I don't know. I'll share a modified version of my thing.
If you want. I don't want to, I do not give out people's stories. I always ask. So if you see me sharing something online, it is because I have asked. This is not about getting a moment on social media. In fact, forget about social media. It is a moment to be kind, and these are just a cool little way to, and anybody can carry these around. It's a cool pack. It's a reusable pack. Carry it around. Go ahead.
Absolutely. So it's a strange story. I will condense it quite a bit, but if you're on my page, whether you stalk me or follow me, I posted a video the other day, I think it was Sunday, of a beautiful McLaren 720 car, which is essentially a supercar. It was parked next to mine at, of all places, a TGI Fridays. Very long story short, went in for some wings. Was supposed to go the day before. Didn't go. Went in Sunday. Sitting there talking to Danny about something that had to do with cars. There was a guy sitting caddy corner from us. Bill came. We settled up, and the bartender was like, "Hey, don't leave." What'd we do? And he's like, no. And so he pointed to the guy that had come in and was waiting for his food. And that guy was like, hey, I bought you guys another round because I heard she's buying a car. And, I just want to make sure she has a few extra bucks at least to put towards the car. Super nice. I'm like, oh my God. Just that shit doesn't happen anymore.
Yeah.
I went over, I shook his hand. I was like, hey, thank you. And I had my kit in the car, what was left of my coins, because I've been hunting down this one girl that helped me out at Home Depot one day, and I can't find her. I don't know if she got fired for helping me or what, but anyway, I'm like, you know what? I got something for you. I'll be right back. So grab my keys. I go outside to go to my car, and I noticed this yellow, incredible car parked right next to me, and there's two kids just standing there with their jaw out of the floor. Now, if you don't know what a McLaren 720 is, go look it up. It's a beast. Very, very high-end car. So I'm like, oh my God. And they're looking at me like it's mine, and I'm like, nah, mine. I'm the board next to it. So I go in, I get the coins, I get the pouch, and I get my stuff out. I go in and hand him the coin and the cards and the sticker, and he's like, what is this? And he's looking at it, and he's like, this is so cool. He's like, what is this? So it's called the kindness kit. I was like, so I told him your story. Sarah created this BBK thing, and when someone does something nice, we want to honor and recognize them, and this is how we do it. And that led to a discussion that one day, maybe it's something else we'll talk about. It not only led to a really cool friendship and maybe some other things. It might have kicked some doors open in some ways. It was very strange. But he was so impressed with your design and the program itself. He was like, I want all the other ones. I was like, what? He's like, give me all the other coins. I had to give him all. So anyway, we have more now.
Yeah,
but
we do.
Here's a guy that just was being nice and probably never gets recognized for it. He does a lot, I've learned, for the communities, his township and other townships. Puts on fireworks displays, whole nine. He's a really cool guy. So a guy who probably has everything he ever wanted and needed, was touched by the fact that somebody kind of gave it back to him. So
Yeah.
it's a beautiful thing. I am proud of you. I'm proud of everything you've created with this. And aren't we supposed to do a split decision tonight? But
We are. We're going to do that. We're doing that.
Yeah.
We got lots of things to talk about.
So yeah, McLaren 720, beautiful car. And when I literally snorted. So he let me film it. Like, I made a funny video. I'm like, some jackass parked his piece of shit next to mine, and happens to be his car, which, it's literally 15 times the car Danny bought. Beautiful car. Oh my God. But when he started it, guys and gals that are in the cars, you just know that growl and that sound. And actually, you don't even know that one because in person, it's insane. So it was a nice, fun thing. But BBK has led to, and there are stories out there that aren't shared. It's led to beautiful things. So
yeah. Hold on one second. Somebody's asking where to watch this.
What?
Somebody was asking where to watch the show. Somebody new. This one, the live.
Oh,
the live.
You know the person?
No. No, but Candy was so gracious to tag everybody to get the announcement of baby coming. We have some new eyes with us. So that is an amazing little networking moment right there.
There's a baby coming.
There's a baby coming. We said the adopted baby. So we wanted to touch on, so every Monday you guys will see, and it's been fun because we started something 3 weeks ago called The Split Decision. And it is kind of fun because we get to pose some questions and then Rob and I sort of answer. And then the next thing you know, you guys, like within, I'm always like, hey, Rob, like within just a couple minutes, somebody's always like already answering it because it's a Team Rob, Team Sarah thing.
Yeah. Just another reason for people to beat me up. It's okay.
No, they don't.
No, most don't.
No,
I'm very competitive. Okay. So.
And sometimes I take the opposite. I'll let you have it once in a while. But this week's split decision was, does every paranormal experience need to be debunked first? I said yes. Rob said no. Now here's the problem. Because this is the split decision, there has to be opposing views here.
Yeah, we have to disagree, and we don't always disagree, but sometimes it's semantics and the way things are worded. Mm-hmm. You and I share a brain most of the time. Okay, not like that. Well, we're pretty similar on viewpoints.
This is what I will say. I think it's like we're not twins on our thoughts.
All right, well, don't be all offended either. Jesus.
I'm not offended,
No,
but
you're
like,
acting offended. And I would like to see people on the side confirm this.
do I look offended because he said we share a brain? Well, here's the thing. I have my own freaking brain.
Well, I wasn't saying that you are like that I feed your brain this information. I'm saying we share, maybe it was the wrong choice of words. She's very particular lately about, I don't know, are you like a feminist now? Is that what's happening?
Thank you, Kelly. Excuse
Kelly.
you. Thank you and welcome, Kelly.
Okay, so it's probably like this
You
is
just call
girls
me a
ganging up on a
fem. You
guy.
just. Oh my God, are you gonna go
I
victim
know
on
it's
this
happening.
one?
I'm
Okay.
about to get canceled
You know what? Let's do split
again.
Here's another split decision.
Yeah, we're gonna split this show up here in a minute.
No, but I think here's the thing. Even if we have some agreements on something, there are things
I know.
that we still don't fully agree on.
True.
And I would say the debunking piece, and even though I'm starting to hate that word as much as I freaking hate journey and my truth, things that I can't stand anymore. But I do think because you and I have had this conversation where I've had experiences and then you get mad at me because I debunk myself.
Yeah, well, no. See, that's different.
It is.
You don't debunk yourself. You deny. She'll have a massive experience, and other people will witness portions of it. She doesn't. Nobody really experiences anything paranormal the same, or even things in real life. We don't experience the same. Yeah, thank you, Bill. And it'll be like this mind-blowing thing. So if you're new to the show, Sarah doesn't. She thinks she repels paranormal, and it doesn't. I've watched it happen all around her, and she fights it, right? So that's where I get mad. And then we'll have a massive experience, and in that night, and the next day, and maybe 2 days later, it's a big story. And then we'll do a show, and she'll be like, "Yeah, it might have been this," and I'm like, "What the? Like what?" So go ahead.
No, Kelly, I don't have a nightmare. This is just a purple. I don't know if you're talking about this. I don't have a nightmare before.
Leo, stop.
So I did say yes. And here's the thing, Rob, you said no, right? You said no because you said if we start by trying to disprove the experience, which I do agree with this, we may stop listening before we understand it, right? And I said, yes, we should, because understanding what can be explained gives us more room to explore what we can't. So this one we kind of do land on the same side. It's just said a little bit different, but it is interesting to see how people interpret that, because that's the beautiful part. That's the beautiful part of this niche interest, right? Is how people interpret and perceive. And you had a lot more people. I had the girls coming in strong at first. They were like, I'm with Sarah. And you're like, oh boy. But then I do love this. I love when I get I'm sorry, Sarah, on this one, I have to go with Rob. I always get an apology.
And that's what I'm saying, right? So it's like I'm getting a complex. They apologize to you when they disagree, and for me, they're like, "Yeah, Rob's an idiot."
I've never seen anybody.
Basically,
I haven't seen anybody say they've not written that.
Well, that's how I read it.
But on this particular one, many people did sort of land in the middle, right? So some people were like, I'm with Sarah, but also I'm with Rob on this. So and you don't have, we always say choose Team Sarah, Team Rob, or do you land somewhere in the middle? And a lot of people really did on this one, right? There are some, and I think this is where the conversations truly start, right? You start to learn who people are. They get to have a moment to breathe and speak. And we're not here to tear it down. We're not like, you're wrong. It's just, here's a question. Here's what we think. where do you land? And people open up, and it's a beautiful thing. It's truly a beautiful thing.
Well, it's honestly what Get Haunted was founded on, right? Just not being able to share your thoughts and beliefs or opinions without fear of judgment or being torn apart for it was really one of the founding principles for what we did. And I think that's how I lured you over here and ruined your life. You know, because I saw it. I saw the silos. I saw the, the factions out there in the field, and it was suspicious. So, it was just like gross to me. It still is, which is why I go on my rants. And it's frustrating since 2008 to see not a whole lot has changed in a lot of places.
But is anybody else seeing a light change, or am I having a stroke right now? Because I keep hearing oh my God, I keep hearing it. I keep
hearing the light change.
I'm hearing the light change.
Maybe you are having a medical emergency and we're not going to broadcast it. Do you need to leave?
No. If anybody sees a light change, just let me know to confirm.
Okay, well, it's recording, so I'll verify for you later.
But here's what I'll say. Even in the almost 5 years that I've been doing this with you, I know it's been a long time. The interesting thing is this, right? Like, no, it's not been quite that long, but
yes, it has.
We're riding you watch the waves of trend, right? And there's a moment where it's like, yay, community. And then it's like, everybody's sort of like, I don't know, like is dispersing and then it's like, oh, this is the topic of the, I do know what I didn't smell anything. I didn't smell burnt eggs the first time.
Please, this is where Rob goes panic mode. So we're not.
Don't panic. I'm not having a stroke. I'm not having a stroke. Now a bagel does sound good though. And you're being funny, boy, because they think I take 2 hours to get a bagel.
You do.
I don't.
You do and have.
It was one time.
Oh, I'll save this for chat. And okay, go ahead.
Yeah, see, right. Even beyond once now, a bagel. So there. You'll have lots of ships here. So yeah, I don't know. I feel like we're, and then it's like just watching on social media. And I think this is a topic you'll see us talk a lot about. And that is that what you see on social media just isn't the paranormal community. I'm sorry, it just isn't. That's not where the real conversations are happening. If you've ever had any opportunity to work with us at an event, even talking to us at a Paracon, I promise you, what you're seeing on social media all around is just not the general vibe, in person. And what the community truly is a beautiful thing. It's just unfortunate because it's not just paranormal. It's just people looking for reasons to be dicks. And, so they kind of find where they can and sort of like kick the toys around so the conversation changes. And but we will always, right? These things like the split decision to me and what I saw people answering it, I love because this question gave people room to kind of talk about how they go about describing an experience and what it takes for them to see the experience a little bit more of an anomaly, or if it's an experience that they can say, yes, I can explain that one. And everybody was, and you know what? Everybody's been super, super respectful.
Yeah, which is good because
nobody's calling anybody a name, nobody's over there using, and throwing in personal jabs, right? It's a beautiful thing. That picture makes me laugh.
Yeah, this is one of my greatest AI creations. It took me a solid 2 minutes to make. I just want to throw that up there. Yeah, look, that's the other thing about our pages. For the most part, the only person that really gets out of hand is me. And I can admit it. And Leo apparently he's getting a little ballsy.
Yeah, have you guys checked out the Ghost Hunting Dogs page? He has a whole page now.
He's got his own page. You know, he asked. I made him wait until he was 4.
Well, isn't that like 16 in dog years?
I'm a
Or
responsible parent, dog parent. So he's got his own page now. He's thinking about becoming a debunker. I don't know.
Uh-oh.
Trying to talk him out of it.
Wouldn't it be interesting, though, to get the dog's perspective?
On debunkers?
No, as a debunker.
On the paranormal.
Yeah.
Yeah, it would. Because that dog's been through some shit. I have video, back when I was having some paranormal stuff going on back in the old crib.
So Kelly, when something like that happens, I'm curious, right? Do you go right to the paranormal vibe? Do you say, okay, or do you go, okay, what could that be? Like, do you try to recreate it? Do you look at the situation? I have, because I have those cat ball covers, the cutest things on the planet, by the way. And I have them set up. So I've got 3 of them, and they're side by side. They're all side by side, right? So I only have 1 cat ball. And so I put him in the middle of the 3. And I will say, I am not, this where I sit and where they are not, they're not connected. But that little cat ball will go off, and I cannot figure out why. I've tried, and I'll go over there and I'll stomp on the floor, or right, like.
Well, if Leo becomes a debunker, he'll tell you.
Yeah, I would love to know.
Well, I'm just going to demonstrate. Cat ball.
Yeah.
Cat ball cover.
Is that not the cutest thing you've ever seen?
Cat ball. Cat ball cover.
And you know what I do? I have to say, like, it is nice that then they don't roll around.
They don't roll around. And if you have enormous balls, we have this one. You all right? Just saying.
Yeah. Are there enormous balls?
Oh. Yeah. So anyway, on with the show.
On with the show. Right, Kelly? Aren't they so cute? Maybe we'll have some at the expo.
Yeah, we'll have some. We should have some left by then. I'm probably going to put another order in. But anyway, so the question was, do we debunk? What was the question? I don't even remember anymore.
The question was, does every paranormal experience need to be debunked first?
So I guess my question there, right, is to what end? Right. That's the next shirt. So beyond normal, like, let's make some shirts together. To what end? For me, right. It's why I struggle with, the beatdowns and the public, stupidity that we see. I guess, to me, people that are out there trying to have an experience or have an experience, right? Even if I don't know who's getting hurt by somebody's photos of an orb that isn't an orb. Like, who's getting hurt in that? That's the part.
Well, but this is what I want to add to that, because we've always said this, and I've always added this piece to this conversation, which is when somebody shows you a picture of that, first question I usually ask is this: what else was happening around you? What made you snap that picture at that point? Like, yes, obviously there are times you can walk into an attic or an old room and you can kick up dust. We all know this, people. Everybody knows this. However, I think where I have the problem, and if you guys don't know, and especially those of you that are new with us here tonight, we do have something on School, SKOOL.com, Get Haunted University. We have amazing conversations with amazing people from the community. And I do have a course out there about asking better questions. It seems like there's like the top 3 questions that everybody asks, and then that seems to be like the defining moment, whether something's haunted or something's not haunted, and the story's bullshit, and that person's lying and they're faking and all that kind of great. I don't really give a crap about fakers. I don't. It doesn't
Everybody
wreck the
knows
field.
who's faking anyway, right?
Yeah.
For the most part, it is getting harder with AI, but they're
Right.
even there, right? Unless somebody's really getting hurt by it, I don't know why there's such outrage over it. And I hear, oh, it hurts the field. No, it doesn't. It doesn't hurt
No.
the field. It doesn't hurt anybody's credibility except their own, because eventually, if you are faking, you will get caught, and you're stupid anyway. And probably not that many people watching. It's not like, our government's pulling grants back because, Joe Schmo from Pittsburgh had a fishing wire attached to it.
Just Joe Schmo's going, why are you bringing me into this?
Yeah, poor Joe Schmo. I'm sorry, Joe. I'm gonna send you a coupon.
Yeah.
So I get it. I get it.
Yeah, but why does how does faking hurt the field when you can't even prove the real stuff? So what's the faking even doing?
Yeah, so Kelly mentioned something here. So here's another thing, right? There's no such thing, right? So, we're not disproving, and people cannot disprove the paranormal, just like we cannot prove it.
Mm-hmm.
What we're proving is that any experience or potential anomaly falls outside of our measure, the capabilities of the tools we're using, which, by the way, weren't even purpose built for most of them to detect paranormal activity.
Are you saying cat balls were not made to detect paranormal activity?
No, they're not. I'm sorry. See, I got to throw them out. And then take most of the purpose built stuff, and it inherently that's flawed too, right? So
it's like one piece of equipment is named 50 different things.
Right.
It's all the same thing.
And you cannot, I don't care who you are, you cannot measure somebody's experience.
No.
Or their perception of an experience. I say this all the time. There's colorblind people, right? My ex-wife was colorblind. The way she saw things. All right. She thought I was Spanish. But the way she saw things was not the way I see things. The way our pets, our dogs, see grass is absolutely not. She's dying in the background there, so she'll be back. Is absolutely not the way we see it. Now, who's right and who's wrong in that scenario? Is a dog wrong because it can't see green? No. So what do we, do we just, because a dog can't see grass the same way I see it, I should just hate the dog and do a whole video about him? It's stupidity. Let's put up Beyond Normals. You all right now, sir?
I don't.
So remember when digital cameras first came out in the very early 2000s? Those babies made colorful orbs blow up all over the place. Everyone's house was haunted back. Right. Now we know, right? Everybody knows there's a lot of orb pictures that are fucking dust. We know it.
Yeah.
What that doesn't mean is that every orb picture is dust. So,
right.
And it's just like anything. So that part, the debunk piece, you're never going to debunk somebody's experience. You can't, right? And I don't think that's even fair to do. If somebody's charging for something and then it's just straight up fraud, okay, I get it. You can be mad about that, but it's not hurting the field. What's hurting the field is all the commotion and all the stupidity that we're seeing, around this friggin' stupid house in Rhode Island, and who owns it and who fucking cares? And it's none of your business about another house out there, in Connecticut, or dolls, or who owns what, and family affairs. Shut up. People are literally walking away from the paranormal because they are straight sick of the talking about anything and everything other than the
actual paranormal.
Yeah, it's just dumb. So,
well, and that's
my answer, right, is because to me, right, if I experience, I've experienced some crazy shit in my life. If I experienced it and it meant something to me, and you've said this many times, like what made you turn the camera and take a picture at that moment where you catch something, or what made you ask this question, or what made you turn your recorder on, that piece in itself very well could be an actual experience, right? You were compelled to do something out of nowhere.
I will tell you, having the honor of working several events with you. Hey, Jay.
Yeah.
You know, having the honor to work with people at events, and when they're in a moment and you stop and you ask them questions, you literally walk them through simple questions. They're always, I think, a little more surprised of what they actually are aware of in that moment. But everybody is attacking like, you don't. It's, instead of saying, tell me one of my favorite things to do is anybody having a thought that doesn't belong to them,
Yeah.
So it is, to me, it's about the question. It's about the conversation. If you're already going in with this falls on both sides, hyper believer and debunker. If you're already going in with a bias, then you're not having a conversation. You're fighting to be right. You're just fighting to be right. So instead, for me, and you go do that, I don't care. For me, and what I will want to always choose to do with you, everybody on the side, it's to have an open conversation to say, I don't know. I'm not you. I don't have your gifts. I don't have your awareness. I don't know what you've worked on, what you haven't worked on. I don't know what your beliefs are always. I don't know what you practice. I don't know your traumas, your losses, your successes. I don't know what gets you passionate about the anomalies. I just don't. It's why I will always sit and talk to you and ask you questions, because quite frankly, you are the most amazing part of the experience. That's it. You're the experiencer. To understand you is to understand your experience. Right. And I think this is where I lose a lot of confidence in what I'm seeing out there. I have no problem with somebody saying, I don't believe in this. I think that's great. I love that. I will have a conversation with you, because look, you could maybe change my mind, but when you have to throw names, when you have to be like, I'm going to get to the truth, and then you just want to be right, and I don't have, then there's no conversation. So just don't call it a conversation. And maybe they don't, but I will always fight for conversation.
And so there's a lot of internet crap, right? And people that call themselves debunkers, truly, a lot of them aren't. Right. There's some real ones out there. There's, they're not the ones we all hear of. And the truth is, nobody goes in neutral, right? If you're like you just said, if you're set out, if you're going into something to disprove it, whether you understand and realize that or not, like if that's your thing, you're going in to debunk it, you're going to debunk it, right? You're not neutral, just like you said. If you're a big time huge believer and all you know is the stories, which is why we get a lot of shit for not digging into the history of location. I'm not of, and Sarah as well, not sold on the fact that every paranormal experience that happens at a location is tied to the exact history there. We think, like you become sort of this conduit, and who knows? I say it at every event. We could all probably, with the right intent and the right group of people, we could go to McDonald's, get our double cheeseburger meal, number 9, for $11, sit there, eat it, and then do an investigation. Probably maybe get something at a McDonald's that wasn't haunted before we got there. So Jody Peterson used to not say much when I saw something like a shadow figure, because I questioned myself. But Yeah, we've been trained to do that our whole lives, right? That's what we've been told. It's not real. It's imaginary. Worked with another team, and one of the members told me to always call it out. If you don't, you'll never know. I say this every time, and I Sarah's seen me get annoyed, right? We'll go through a whole investigation and then come back for the break, and someone will be like, man, yeah, I think I saw this shadow up on the second floor. And then someone else is like, oh my God, I saw that too. And I'm like,
Yeah.
we could have saw it too.
But that, Stephen, to Stephen's point, this is one thing that we did see with Inner Eye. And this is when working together. Now you're going to walk in, and we always say intention. If you're walking into to take a location down because you hate their stories, or, I think what makes me sad about that, and look, there are several people out there actually doing really good work on history of the locations, even to the point where they find out where some of the origin stories come from, like that make them popular that aren't even true. But here's the problem. That is so short-sighted to think, well, the only thing that could be happening at this location is what the said history was. And if that's what you're going in for, well, you're probably going to be sadly disappointed, because so many things I learned through Inner Eye. And if you don't know what that is, it was a 4-part event with the same people at the same location, one Saturday a month. We grew to trust ourselves, each other, and the location. And it was very giving.
By the way, no equipment, no cameras. It was just people getting together,
learning themselves
with intent and learning about themselves.
Yeah.
And holy Christ.
Yeah. It was, it was that moment where all of us at the first one, no one can deny there wasn't one person that wasn't experiencing it, to the point that I actually stopped while it was all happening. And I said, is anybody here not believing this? Because I almost can't believe what's happening right now. And everybody was moving around and trying to figure out where it was coming from. And so it wasn't just accepted. It was, we were in awe. We were gifted that night. We were gifted an experience. And I think that, did we all bring something? Were we rewarded for what we were setting out to do? I don't know. And can we tie it to the history of the location? I think you tie it to the people that said, yes, I want to understand my part in experiencing a location. It doesn't mean you're going to experience something paranormal. It's experiencing the location, and we were all open to it. And I think, this is where, if you're going to go out and you want to naysay locations and groups and teams and people, that's great. Then that's what you've accomplished. But I think you're doing greater harm to the community, because here's the thing. There's more to the story. If you don't like the story, that's okay. Then say that. I don't love the story. You don't have to love the story. But I promise you, by calling it just, it's all bullshit and it's all fraud or whatever, you're probably missing out on something. And that's the reality. I think none of us know. We don't know what we don't know. The debunkers don't know what they don't know. They know what they know. And even then, they're going out and finding people who corroborate their story, not, hey, can I have somebody that has a completely different view and have an actual conversation?
Look at Beyond Normal trying to stir it up.
Let's see. We love to know.
So they want to know, what do we think about teams that charge families? Here's what I can say. I'm not in agreement with it. I'm just not. I think because there's somebody in a vulnerable position. I was in that position at one point. This is actually how I met Sarah. Okay, I had some shit going on. I did do somebody's. It was not a for hire thing. Like, I don't do home investigations because of this. I think you did it 1 or 2, right, Sarah?
I've only done a couple. I'll never do them again.
It went so south, and it was such a weird. I know that this family did have some things happening. But it was afterwards, right? And I do think there was something going on with one of the family members. I'm being careful. But there were accusations made after the fact that made me never, ever want to set foot in somebody's house again. Now, and there are some instances where people are like, oh my God, it'd be so cool to have ghost hunters come. So they'll make up a story and then they'll get you into their house. But I think in a situation like that, I'm not a fan. However, right, it's also optional. I say this about, there's just no secret. We worked with Netspur for a couple of years. On the Devils on the Run tour, we actually kicked it off, and there's a very polarizing topic, right? And we took a lot of grief for it, and people bitch about charging to see a haunted object optionally. You don't have to pay. You don't have to go. And if you don't like the price tag, just scroll on by. But here too, right? I get if a family's desperate and is looking for someone and they find a legit team.
What's a legit team?
Well, that's my point, right? They find a legit team that's worth the money. Dude.
Well, so, I want to add to that, because here's the I'm going to take a little bit. I'll do a split decision on you here.
Well, I'm not saying it's okay.
I didn't say you did. You said okay. You didn't agree with it. What I'm going to say is this. Who the hell are we to tell anybody who to choose? And it's based on our opinion. So say Team X is charging $200 for them to come through your house for X amount of time, and they're going to give you a questionnaire, and they're going to dig into your haunting. Who in any walk of the paranormal has any right to say, oh my God, you're dumb. I can't believe you would do that. That is dumb. Because the reality is this, that's your opinion. And maybe, just maybe, the person who asked for that help chose that person and felt comfortable to say, you know what, worth the $200.
Right. This is this weird badge of honor, right? So paranormal triage, we never charge. We see that a lot, right? So there's all these layers when it comes to making money in the paranormal that kind of goes like this. So teams should never charge to help anybody ever. That's unethical, whatever, right? But again, America, this is kind of how it works, and nobody's being forced to spend that money. Then there's people like us. We do public events, and we're bigger douchebags because we charge money just because, we rent giant ass locations like Missouri State Penitentiary, put on events, and we travel 16
with
hours.
Insurance.
Huh?
With insurance.
And we have insurance and the whole nine, right? We're assholes for doing that. But the location isn't, right? And we put on public events, and we feed people, and we bring food, and we bring soda, but we're seeing, go ahead.
So we're assholes for charging for an event, but they're okay to charge for a subscription. I'm just curious. So yes, to have gossip, you can pay for that, but screw you for taking somebody
correct
for a ticket price through it
and facilitating it. So then, right, that happens, and then we get, we've been beat up for that. How can you charge this much money? People have no idea like what it costs to really facilitate larger and even some of the smaller events. And something that event planners run into quite often is we get charged more than the average team. We just do. And nowadays, pretty much every team that wants to put on events, really, a lot of times it's to subsidize their night out. It's not truly that. So, what I will say is people that come to get haunted events are like, holy shit, now I understand, right? Because, we got to get people there. We got to get hotels, and we put on a really good hangout night, paranormal. We bring all the gear. You don't need shit. But then there's the next layer, right? The location owners. They're okay unless you buy a location that people are emotionally attached to, right, for whatever reason. Then either you're an asshole or a hero. But it's okay, whatever you charge, as long as everybody can afford it. But even though the person that owned it before was charging a similar amount, that was okay because we liked him. We see this all the time. And then there's the celebrity aspect, right? Who, for whatever reason, it's okay. Just even $60 for a glossy 8x10 that's okay. Hear that? Yeah, we'll line up for 16 hours to pay you to stand there and take a selfie. But everybody else that tries to survive in the field is an asswipe. It's really, really wild the way that gets laid out. So let's put up.
I think it's, and this is the conversation. And if you follow us, and especially on school, it's where I get to open up a little bit more as myself. And it's not a bitch session at all. It is about asking the questions and posing. And it's not devil's advocate. It is, right now I'm working on a lecture. It's called The Allure of Annabelle. And it's not about Annabelle per se, but the concept of these items or objects that kind of captivate us on both sides of the aisle on that. And, what does it really mean? And why does it make us, yes, baby is going to be there for sure.
Baby's coming.
And I think this is where, again, we're not giving answers here, folks. This is about having an open conversation and just realizing, we all grab our pitchforks when somebody has something to say, and we don't stop and think about, why am I angry about this aspect but not that aspect? And the reality is the paranormal. So for me, there's two different topics for me. There's the paranormal, and that's social media, and that's the characters that come out of social media. The person who is this title and that title, and they're just playing a role. So it seems. And then there's paranormal, and for me, paranormal is where my interest is. I don't give a shit about the paranormal. Social media is not for me. It's a great place to link up with all of you, but that's why I love when people come over to school, because then we just have really great conversations. We have actual live talks where you would sit up here on camera with us, and we all talk and share our voices. And no, we don't all agree, but we all have adult conversations.
Yeah, and then we have fun, right? Yeah. And it's not a schoolyard brawl. It's about talking. And sometimes people walk away with a new perspective or a deeper understanding of something that they didn't fully understand on both sides. Yeah. But yeah, no, I get it, paranormal triage, but I do think that this notion, right, is a pretty broad label that gets put out there, and then people are literally, hunted down if, oh my God, they charge for something. Now we don't know all the situations, right? But at the end of the day, it's a service. Go ahead. I'm sorry.
But here's what I want to say about paranormal triage here. So I understand that, but make money for nothing. But by whose again, and I'm just asking the question, because I think it's easy to make these blanket statements like, oh, they're making money and doing nothing. But did the people who spent the money and went, did they get something they were trying to achieve? Did they have an experience? Whether or not you think they did something, the person who put it on did anything. Did the people who paid? Now, we do know there are some of those things that people will go, oh my God, I went to this event and it was horrible. Nobody talked to us. I just roamed around on my own, right? Yeah. I'll be honest, when I first did this, with my sister, we would go to public events, and there were some times where you're just like, what? What the hell? And we would just walk around, but we would make the best of it, because here we are in right, no, I know you're not judging. I'm just saying, no,
we're just talking, man.
Yeah, we're just talking.
I don't know if you're male or female.
Yeah. Hey, D Hoot. There's the Hoot.
Hoot's here. Oh my goodness.
Hoot's here. Yeah.
So yeah, and again, if it's optional. Now, look, let's take one scenario, right? There are scenarios. I know of one specifically. If someone goes in, especially someone that's scared, or a family that's scared or whatever, and then they weasel their way in, and then they create a story or a scenario, and they use that as leverage. Yeah. They use that as leverage to extract something from that family, whether it's money, valuables,
Yeah.
whatever.
Yeah.
That all day long. That's bullshit, right? That's
Yeah.
what it is.
Yeah.
It's just one of those fine lines. Now, paranormal is a very unregulated. There are no regulations. An unregulated niche kind of what's the word I'm looking for, Sarah Jane? Field. I hate calling it a field because
it's interest. I mean,
but it's very niche and it's very unregulated, which is part of the problem, right? We have why there's so much strife and turmoil, because you've got people that think this is the right way to do things, and you got people that think this is the right way to do things. You should make money. You shouldn't make money. I put a question out there not long ago, like, what is a paranormal investigator? People can't even agree on that. To some people it's very science-based, and to others it's more of a spiritual journey, and those two things can conflict and has created big conflict, between people in the field. But there's no board of directors. Anybody can slap the paranormal investigator, moniker on their profile. You can be one in an hour if you're not one right now, right? All you got to do is change your profile. Like, there are no rules or regulations.
Did you guys just see that by chance? I swear I saw another light change. It's like it's.
Maybe your camera's on.
No, it's around me. It's not the camera.
Oh,
it's like around me.
Great. Tomorrow she'll debunk it. Hi, Micah.
I know
the Netherlands. The Netherlands.
Yeah. So it's an interesting conversation. Paranormal, is as diverse as the living life. We can't even agree on things that are tangible. So here we are, right? Like, we're certainly not going to agree on this, and we're not. Here's what you're going to learn if you don't know us by now. We're not here to have a definite. We're just not. You did, right? Okay, good. So Beyond is seeing it too.
No, can everybody stop stroking out here? Yeah, there's actually, listen, Sarah, for $200, I will fix your aura issue.
Yeah. I know, right? It's so weird, Micah.
Sleep.
No, it's really not about having a final answer. It is for me. I just love to understand, kind of like the whole being charged to investigate somebody's home. Again, I guess, would I do it? I probably wouldn't pay for somebody to come into my house, right? I just wouldn't do that. But I can't judge somebody that would. And I think making those statements and being like, oh my God, number one, if I don't know who's going into somebody else's house, I really can't speak on it. And if I think it's ridiculous, well, that's just my opinion. And so there's at some point you just have to go, oh my God, it's just an opinion. Let it go. Too many times I start to type something and then go, yeah, I just won't say anything because why? It's an opinion. It's an opinion. Speaking of opinions, Rob, what did you just put on your face? I can't hear you.
Leo's losing his shit, so I mute.
What did you just put on your face, though?
Rubber band. I was just.
Are you done? Is your ADD kicking in?
No, I don't know why I had to do it, but I had to.
I wanted to bring up. Have you guys heard the Bigfoot hunter? I believe his name is Snake. So my oldest, and right. Thank you, Stacy. Something's going on. I don't know what is happening. I believe the Bigfoot hunter's name is Snake, and his claim is he has found a dead Bigfoot. He found a dead Bigfoot. He sent his DNA in, and I can post this video for you guys. He sent the DNA in, and it has come back with Neanderthal. So, number one, I want to ask, Neanderthal or Neanderthal? What do you like to say?
I always say thal, but you say tall.
I do, Neanderthal, yeah.
Is that the right way?
I don't know if there is. It might be tomato kind of situation. I'm not 100%
I'll ask ChatGPT because it knows everything.
But let's talk about that. Flesh and blood or consciousness. where do you guys fall on the side with Bigfoot? Flesh and blood? Because we know in the cryptid world, holy cow, that's a big fight. That's a big fight. Flesh and blood or consciousness, right? What are we dealing with here when it comes to the cryptid Bigfoot? Do we feel like he is flesh and blood? Or do we feel like he's consciousness?
You are correct. It's Neanderthal, according to the internet. I'm just saying.
Okay. Quick, D Hoot's got a question. Quick question. Did the Warrens charge a fee? If not, they should have. I don't know if they charge. I don't think they did.
My understanding is no,
But I don't know them. I've never met them, and I have zero I couldn't tell you anything about them because I live in 2026 right now.
Yeah.
So that's where my interest is. Flesh and blood, Stacy says.
Flesh and blood, really?
That shocks me. I'm not gonna lie. That shocks me that Stacy thinks Bigfoot is flesh and blood.
Yeah, me too. Me
Wow.
too. I think it can phase.
Oh, really? You think both?
Sarah, you've been there.
That doesn't mean that I think it's flesh and blood.
I didn't say you said it was flesh and blood.
I know, but you're kind of making it sound like no matter what I did or didn't see, I think I land more on the consciousness side.
See, I'm with Beyond. Well, but like I know what the shit I saw at Fort Duffield, right? Like I know what I saw. Why did I sound like? I sounded like Elmer Fudd. I know what I thought. No, Sylvester the cat, right? I don't know. I'm with Ronnie, my boy Ronnie LeBlanc, which we got a shout out in this latest book. Thank you, Ronnie. I had no idea. Where it's interdimensional, phase in, phase out, wax on, wax off, a lot. What lab did this dude send DNA to? Like what lab took on that? What Bigfoot hunter, this snake, the Bigfoot hunter, what lab did he send the DNA to is what I want to know. Well, just want to make an announcement. Get Haunted opened a lab in Colorado, DNA testing lab. So
yeah. But here's what's interesting to me. If you are new to the show, I did my own little 23andMe. Yes, everybody's got my DNA now. Like the government is probably making lots of clones. And I come back with a high percentage of Neanderthal.
Not even remotely surprised.
Yeah, it is one of the funniest. It's one of the funniest things when I read, because it will be like, you have 80% more DNA than, or whatever. I've got so many numbers, and I have more than whatever the people at 23andMe, like all the customers. It's insane. But when you see where I came from, it's like, oh, okay, that makes sense. That makes a lot of sense.
Yeah, I wasn't surprised at all. I've seen your behavior.
So
I've watched her. We literally had to pull over once. We were driving to an event. There was a baby deer on the side of the road. She grabbed it, slammed it to the ground, and ate it raw.
I did. I just went to town. Speaking of Taco Bell.
Oh, Jesus.
Michigan has been hit the hardest out of the 13 states for the parasite that is causing explosive diarrhea. And now most people were making jokes when the numbers started. So every year there's about, 15 people that come down with this, right? We're in the 3,000s now. And so, everybody's making jokes like, oh, Taco Bell. Turns out Taco Bell is actually a contender here, folks. So apparently it's lettuce. It's a specific, I'm not going to name the place. I do drag my knuckles, Stacy, completely. Yes, so it's bagged lettuce, bagged salads. But I guess Taco Bell, yep, tomato. Well, it's lettuce for sure, cilantro, basil, raspberries, and blackberries. And it's a you can't wash them off, folks. You have to cook everything. You cannot wash off these parasites. So, so people, they say you can't even be 5 feet from your bathroom.
So my question to you, this is important.
Yes.
Have you ever had explosive diarrhea?
I don't know. I mean, what does that even mean?
When we first talked about this, she's like, explosive diarrhea? Like, you would know. Trust me.
Yeah, and I'm not making fun of it.
That term is beyond accurate.
Yeah.
There's no sound or force. So, I had to go to Mexico for a wedding.
I'm sorry, Laura.
Oh, I'm sorry. I had to go for a wedding years ago. And I did, you bring the bottled water, you brush your teeth with that, the whole nine. Yeah, you pretty much levitate, right? So I did great. But the last day before leaving, there was a buffet. Made the mistake. I had something.
Probably salad.
I saw that. No, it was but I think it was a sausage patty, whatever. It doesn't matter what it was.
Yeah.
Pack our shit, get out of there, get to the airport, and literally in Mexico, you spin a wheel like it's The Price is Right to see if you're getting searched. So you spin this wheel, and I was good, but that's when my stomach started making some weird sounds. Right? Okay. I'm like, uh-oh. Made it fine on the flight, but the car ride, we're 8 minutes from home. And I'm like, uh-oh, it's like, oh, this is not going to be good. He was like total panic. I can't get the key. Can't key in the door and pants down before. And so I got hit with Montezuma. Bad. And beyond's point. Yes, you levitate. So you would remember.
Yeah. No, I mean, look, in this particular little parasite, this little bugger, you should, if you even think you have it, you should get on Bactrim. They want you on the antibiotic. And if you're going to do it on your own, if you're just going to let it run its course, it could be anywhere from 2 to 4 weeks.
Ugh.
So a lot of people are making jokes or like, oh, I'm losing 25. It's like Ozempic.
Yeah, you'll lose weight.
It's natural Ozempic.
Yeah. There's nothing like vomiting and having everything else. Just everything's leaving your body at once. I literally had to roll into the bathtub. I didn't drink the water, but I think the sausage patty that I had was in some water. Yeah, it's terrible. It was not.
Yeah, it's like you forget that one time and you have ice in a drink. You're like, oh shit.
Right, and then. Honestly, I would have taken, a sledgehammer to the head to get that shit done with. It was terrible. When you can't even eat crackers, without getting sick. It was bad. So that's bad.
Yeah, right. No kidding, dude. It's like, oh, I'm good. Can you take me in now? So yeah, this is floating around. And they're like, I guess the numbers when they were first coming out, they're like, look, most people probably blow it off. They just figure, whatever, I'm sick. But then people started admitting. And it's funny too, because most people are like, I don't eat Taco Bell. And then they're like, okay, I did. I had Taco Bell.
I don't know. Whoa, frozen.
It's like, just own up to it. Tell me when I'm back.
You froze up pretty good in a very
I'm always. That I never get a good post.
Yeah, it's never in a good post. So yeah, there was I'm glad. Yeah, just stay away from Taco Bell and all that.
No, just don't eat bag lettuce, people. Just don't. And honestly, just forget about lettuce right now. And just so everybody knows, this particular parasite, this is what you must know. Okay. This particular parasite comes from human feces. Okay. That's where it's coming from. This is not animal. This comes from human feces. And what they're saying is these particular farms the pickers are just shitting in the field. They're just, they don't even care about the porta potty. They're like, wherever I gotta go. So yeah, I know, Rick Mark, it is gross. So there's that.
Listen.
Yeah.
Okay. There's no good joke for that. All right. So great. I'm glad to know. Keep your parasites up in your.
No, there's 13. It's spreading.
Oh, you can hang on to them. We don't.
Yeah. I know. Well, it's not even about what it is, but it does not go person to person. You're eating it. Just so you guys know, like you're
like I can't even. So everybody understands that's new. Like I have a daughter who's 21 now. I changed her diaper like once because I vomit.
Oh, his gag reflex. You can't even do this.
Stop. No.
You can't even joke about it because he gets the dry heaves.
And then when this dog is sick and so yeah, so I wasn't allowed even to change diapers because I would end up puking, and we'd have puke in a diaper problem. So yeah, let's just stay away from lettuce and
no bagged lettuce. Everybody, just don't do it. Here's the thing: grow your own garden. Okay, grow your own garden.
Yeah. And
I was going to town on raspberries there for a while. It was like a good thing that I stopped that. So. So Bigfoot, Neanderthal, I'll put up the link so you guys can watch the YouTube video and decide for yourself. Do you think this is real? What do you think? Like, why would this guy snake the Bigfoot hunter?
Yeah, listen, I don't know. Could be though.
They have been running rampant around here.
It got stuck in this phase, right? In the flesh and blood phase. I'm full interdimensional believer now.
Yeah.
I didn't believe in that shit until recently, but what else? We were going to show some stuff, but maybe anybody on the side.
What were we going to show?
We were going to show tarot thing, but
oh no, let's do that because this is really cool, and because I think this is important for people to know what you're building for the community to be able to use. And somebody on the side might be like, "Oh my God, it's exactly what I've been looking for."
Anybody here ever wish that they can make their own tarot cards?
Yes. Creatives, my creatives, where are you? Raise your hand. Anything is possible.
Anything is possible. So, it's actually quite easy.
Mm-hmm.
If you put the time in and you have the right tools. I'll share this. This we're going to launch pretty soon. It probably appeals to Micah. You can even make your
own. Micah's, she's a creative, and actually I could see her using her photography for some of this, or your poetry. Totally.
Window here. So I started building this out. Let me know when I can see it, Sarah Jane.
Yeah, I can see it.
Okay, so this is a tarot deck builder. It comes preloaded. It's still a work in progress, but it comes preloaded with all the cards, right? And the the minor and the major. You build your own card back. You can fully modify this. What's funny?
Hey, Angelina just said, "Hey there, guapo." So you get your personal hellos.
Hi, Angelina. So you could literally go in and build an entire tarot deck pretty easily now and export it to the perfect size for playing cards who has tarot size deck. You can import all your own artwork, or it comes stocked with, this is a very light version, but there's going to be about 700, 800 different graphics. But if you do want to create your own, you can easily use AI or actual artists. You can create art, right? Here's one that I created. Well, what the hell just happened? I just lost my screen. Right, so there's your first card. Sarah's working. You want me to talk about these?
Sure.
Sarah's working on some sort of affirmation type of cards for.
These are, well, they're tarot, but it's a not your traditional. It's bringing the awareness back to you. These cards that I'm creating for BBK, be badass and kind. They're more about personal reading, taking the power back, not needing to have somebody else read them for you, but really understanding your own awareness. And I know tarot is about that, but you do not need the traditional meaning for the cards. They all follow exactly what the traditional cards are, but there's a difference to how you would read these. So I'm super excited when you told me that you were building this tool out. You know, for those of us that are creative and want a way to be able to show that, even if you made just your own one deck to use, like how amazing would that be?
You know, the truth is, you know, that the actual printing of the decks is we don't handle, but it formats them for the various deck sizes. So you got your big decks, you got your little decks, and all the decks in between.
It's not the size of your deck.
Yeah, it's not the size of the deck. It's everything else.
It's how you use it.
It's got all the tools. You can center, you can move, you can work in layers just like Canva or Photoshop, right? You can actually hide layers, the whole nine. Then you can export your card as a single or as a full deck. You can save your progress and save your projects. You can change your workspace coloring just because, you know, I'm finicky about this shit. Add text, you can duplicate items. It's really, really robust. I don't want to spend hours and hours on it, but yeah, it's really cool to walk you through. That will come with prompts if you do want to use AI. Some prompts that I know work for us. In this particular project, the dimensions are the 2.75 by 4.75, just so you know, right? I built in the safe zones here. So the red and the white are the safe zones. When you send cards out to print, anything outside of this white line could be trimmed a little bit. So you want to keep everything inside there. It's all in the instructions and whatnot.
Yeah. It's awesome. Kelly, yes, it is really cool. And thank you, Beyond. Rob has worked really hard. We have some really cool things coming out for the community, things that we think are needed, things that we hear you. We hear what you guys talk about, like what you think would be useful, and Rob's created. If you haven't seen, if you go over to the GHPB store on Extreme Ticketing, you'll see a digital product. And we have Gear Locker and Para Ops and
now should I show the new thing?
I that's up to you. I don't want to force you to do that. It's up to you. But it is probably one of the coolest.
All right,
listen, who's gonna like at this point?
All right. I'm putting this out there now. Nobody steals this, or we will. I will fight. I will fight people, bare knuckle in the octagon. All right. So if you have been following us, you're familiar with it. Some of you have it. Bill, I know you have the tool. This is now the next phase of this. Let me can you take the comments?
I know. I was trying to get there.
So for right now, this is a work in progress. It's called the Paranormal OS. And for me, you know, over the years, struggle's always been about keeping track of gear, serial numbers, investigations, the whole 9 yards. And I don't know if this is easier or not to see, Sarah.
Yeah. I mean, it's a little small, but yeah.
It's a little small. I can try to zoom in a little. So when you pop this open, it's a single file HTML file. All of our other utilities in the past are local. Nothing reaches out to get data. This one can and will. It just doesn't have to. So this scrolling ticker at the top there is basically, it's going to be, there's a few of these things, but this is paranormal news, right? And that will go out on a weekly basis and grab any of the new news. This is packed with all the tools we've already created, along with some others. There's, Para Ops, where, you can go in and manage your team, how many investigations you've done, if they're planning the whole nine. You got your team members in here, if they're available, not available, what their skill sets are, different cases that the case log, right, gives you all this kind of cool ways to manage the team, manage your roster, and budgets, the whole 9 yards. And we have Gear Locker, which is if you have this, I'm sorry, but this is where you can keep track of all of your gear, from what you spent on it, which is depressing for a lot of people. What's broken, what's not broken, if it needs repair, the whole nine. You can look at it as cards. You can look at it as a list. You can export this as a CSV. And trust me, if somebody steals your shit, having your serial numbers and photos ready are really, really good. You can sort by categories, what it is, spirit box, for example, right? We've got one in here.
Well, don't give away everything. You should probably.
What?
I wouldn't give away everything here.
What do you mean?
I know that one's already out. You can go and get, you can download right now Gear Locker or Paraops, but
so you don't want me to keep going?
No, you should. I just wouldn't go into great detail.
Yeah, okay. We've got equipment vendor, all these different equipment vendors, websites, the whole nine. The Signal is sort of your personal journey log, but you can also throw in your paranormal stuff, and it looks at synchronicities, it looks at dates. There's numerology built into this. Evidence log is this is a reset. I could pull up the other one, but this actually keeps track of wherever your evidence is on hard drives, on thumb drives, with a visual representation of what it is, how it works, the whole nine. We've got a cryptid database in here, along with some information. We've got haunted locations that you can look at. Let's look at Pennsylvania for a second, right? Eastern State. It's not fully populated. And then you can mark if you've been there or not been there. It pulls up on a map. You got UFO sightings, some other things that are coming. But this, for me, right, is sort of your one-stop. I stopped sharing. Your one-stop paranormal everything in one location. And for existing para-ops or Gear Locker owners, there's an upgrade path here. And you're not all the work you put into getting your shit together is not going to be lost. It's pretty cool stuff.
Yeah.
So we got Tarot Builder coming, Paranormal OS, which is going to be special in a lot of different ways.
Yeah, everything you need in the palm of your hands. It's going to be really helpful. I promise you. There are little details that, we're not going to put out there because, it's not time, and we certainly don't want anybody to jump on this. They can jump on it after we release it. But I promise you, what I have seen, there are things right there that are so useful that you'll be like, oh my God, I'm glad I had this, because this made this piece of my paranormal whatever, especially around travel. It's going to make it very, very simple. So
there's going to be Leo, please, bro, come on.
Yeah, beyond, seriously, like, go check out the digital products over on GHPB on extremeticketing.com. I'm telling you, there are some really amazing things that just, again, I used to love to handwrite things, but the reality is, if you can start to import things on your phone and
get rid of that thing. She freaked me. So one day, Sarah's we're on a video call, right? Just do it, and all of a sudden, I see this creature that comes up because she's looking at her phone, and it scared the shit out of me. Whatever that thing is.
That's a sunny angel, and she's a deer. Or I'm sorry, it's a he, because he does have little.
Scared me.
Yeah, you were like, what the hell was that?
But everybody also needs to understand, like, we want to build this with you. We don't have all the answers. So this dog, this is all last night. I don't know, like, what his deal is. There are two things I figured out. There's foxes, fox eyes, foxes. There's fox in the back. Okay, big ass foxes. And there's also a guy that goes out there all the way to the tree line to smoke, and I think that's what he sees. And there's deer, obviously, but all night last night. I'm like, bro. But anyway, yeah. So if you're interested in our digital stuff, hit us up. But this will pull data. What do you show? There shows all the upcoming Paracons.
Yeah, like it gives you the dates, like you got 5 days till this one or 45 from this one. Like it's a great tool for teams, especially when you want to see like, oh my gosh, I'm going to be investigating in this state and there's a Paracon that's only a couple hours away. We should do it. Like this is just a great way to have it all in one place, all in one place.
Paracons and expos, and this isn't quite done yet, right? But it shows you 80 days away. Rock Island Esoteric Expo, 80 days away. And I got the date wrong, but yeah. And it shows Paracons that pass. So, we get out there and we're getting all the data and we're building these tools out. It's pretty damn cool. Mike, I haven't gone to, I honestly, I don't think about Europe because I'm an American, I barely think about Canada other than, it's America's hat.
Okay, I'm freaking myself out now. I'm hearing lots of weird.
So,
I'm hearing lots of scary things.
We're coming up on 2 hours. These poor people are like,
they're like, wrap it up. Beyond, but this is just how we roll. We just like to go on a tangent. So, yeah. So we good? We wrap. So we kind of had a big talk of everything, and this is usually when he's done because he'll start taking out his face. Like, what is going on? You should never just cut your own bangs. I'm just going to say that. Anyways, so I know his little arm is all broken. We love you.
We love you guys. Thank you so much. Yeah, good show, Sarah Jean. I'm proud of you. I'm still proud of you.
Thank you. Thank you very much. Can't wait to meet you, Kelly. So yes, October 3rd, there are lots of tickets left. October 3rd, Rock Island Roadhouse Esoteric Expo. Do not miss it. Do not. Yeah, I know it's from missing last week's show. We have a lot of things to talk about. Go to extremeticketing.com, get those tickets. Get your tickets for David Sloan Museum. Get your ticket for Iron Gate. Home for Haunted Relics. It's trying to keep all these things straight. We've got baby
orderlies are coming to get you.
I know it's way past my bedtime. There's lots of cool things going down. So come check out the expo. Come meet some fantastic people because the community is coming together for you to inspire and motivate you and encourage you to find your path or your new passion in the paranormal.
And listen, at the expo, we're going to have for your car, Rob air fresheners.
Oh, good God.
Listen, you're on one side too. So this side smells good and this side smells like lettuce.
Taco Bell. We're going to follow you, Beyond. We're going to follow you. So there's lots going on. Keep your eyes open for this new paranormal OS or para OS, whatever you're calling it. But there's some great, whatever you're going to call it. Yeah, concierge, whatever. Concierge or concierge. What do you say, Rob?
I'm fancy. Concierge.
Oh, okay.
Concierge.
Oh my God, Candy, you're still here.
Oh my
I can't
God,
believe
Candy.
she's still here. She never stays the whole show. She's like, or she popped back on. I don't even know. Anyways, it's been fun. We have great conversations. No, we don't have the answer, but we want to hear from you because we want to hear everybody's perception and their take and their beliefs.
You got to pay me. Okay, $200.
Yeah, no, it's all fun. It's all good conversation. Nobody's wrong. Nobody's right. We are all coming together as the human beings that we are. So I love that. But with that, you know what we say. It's the end of the show. And Beyond, you might not know this. And Kelly, you might not know this, but this is what we say with Paranormally Blonde and Get Haunted. We see you. We really do. And we appreciate you more than you could ever know. And that means we love you. So thank you for being the good in the community. Thank you for being community and being what community means. It is about this. And if you don't, go check out School, Get Haunted University, School, SKOOL.com. Go check it out. Great conversations. With that, have a fantastic rest of your week. If you're going on an investigation this weekend, stay safe, safe travels, drink your water, get your rest. With that, have a good night, and we'll see you later. Peace.